Hello everybody, Pancakes here, and I gotta say, it feels good to be back. I really have to say, I've been doing a lot of thinking about that last video that I had uploaded, and you guys may have noticed that in that video, I did sound like I was a bit down in the dumps, I guess you could say, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that I felt that I had reached sort of a crossroads with this channel, where I could either continue uploading and seeing how far I can take this, or just quitting. Um, because, you can only really leave for like half a year and then come back so many times before people just lose interest. And, I thought this was the final straw. I had to make a choice. Either keep this thing going or just end it once and for all. And obviously with uploading that last video, I made the decision to try and keep this thing going. And the last couple of days have, I think reinforced that decision. I found myself to be in a bit of a better mood, which, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm finally, once again, doing what I really enjoy doing, which is, providing this content for you guys and uploading videos. And, I love playing games. I love sharing my thoughts, and this is the best combination that I can really think of for that. And of course, the reception that you guys gave me, the support, it was overwhelming. And you guys have always been very supportive, and I think that's kind of what I needed to try and get back into this, to get back to being motivated. Because you guys proved to me that it really isn't about views or money, that it's about having a community that, is supportive and that I can interact with, and you guys can interact with me and amongst each other, and I think it's a wonderful thing to have. So I thank you guys for that. It really meant a lot to me. And I think a lot of it may also be due to the fact that Black Ops 2 is coming out, and boy oh boy am I looking forward to it. This is actually the first Call of Duty game that I will be buying launch day since Modern Warfare 2, believe it or not. I didn't buy Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 until, I think, weeks or even months after the game came out. So I missed the whole post-launch craze, and by the time I bought it, the excitement had already died down, and that might be part of why, things have seemed so dull to me now. But I am excited about this. As I've said before, I'll be picking the game up day one, and I will be bringing you guys content for that as soon as I can. And, Black Ops 2, yeah, it wasn't until recently that I really started looking at some of the footage that has come out for it. For the last 7 months, I've sort of just kind of ignored Call of Duty or any Call of Duty related news because, at the time I wasn't that interested in it. I was actually pretty burnt out on the franchise, to be honest. But after going back and watching a lot of the multiplayer footage and things like that, I gotta say, the game, it looks a lot of fun. And most importantly, it looks like Treyarch is actually trying to do something different. Looks like they're trying to think outside the box a bit. And I think that's something that has been sorely missing since Modern Warfare 2. And, love it or hate it, Modern Warfare 2, they thought outside the box with that. They pushed the game in a direction that no game that I can think of had ever gone before. And ultimately, some of those changes I wasn't a huge fan of, but they tried to do something different. They tried to keep the game from becoming stale, and I have to respect that. I may have my issues with it, but I have to respect that. And I think a lot of that is exactly why there was so much excitement during that golden age of commentary that I talked about, because the game at that point was constantly changing, and there were always things to look forward to. And with Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, it wasn't quite like that. It seemed like with those two games, it was more of the same. And I liked Black Ops, and I've said this many times. I do like Black Ops. They did a lot of things that I liked. They moved the game, I think, in a big way in the right direction. But at the end of the day, it wasn't really anything new, and the game just kind of got stale, I think, relatively quickly because of that. And Modern Warfare 3, it was even worse in that regard. So, Black Ops 2 looks different, it looks new, Looks like they're trying to do new things with it. I don't know how that will work out. I mean, it could turn out to be a complete and utter disaster. I hope that doesn't happen, or it could turn out to be, really really cool. But at either rate, I'm looking forward to some change because I think that's what this franchise desperately needs. It needs some change, some fundamental change to really get, how can you say it, to get that excitement and anticipation and passion going once again. And when I say fundamental change, I obviously don't mean to change what Call of Duty is all about. I mean, this game, the whole franchise of Call of Duty, I mean, you have to keep the core mechanics the same, or else it's no longer Call of Duty. But certain aspects of the game, I think, should be constantly evolving to preserve interest and preserve the life, ultimately, of the whole franchise. And so I hope that Black Ops 2 can fulfill that. It looks good, and we'll have to wait and see. And the last thing here that I wanted to talk about was Machinima. Machinima Respawn. I've actually been in contact with them. They've been very helpful in helping me get back up to speed, because things over at Respawn are quite different now than they were before. You guys have probably noticed that. For example, they don't really do commentaries there anymore. They've kind of moved on from that. And so, they were talking to me a little bit and helping me, get adjusted, I guess you could say, to the changes. And one change is that they like shows now more. You guys have probably noticed that. They like these sort of weekly shows that people are doing now. So I need to come up with an idea for a show. And I've been doing some brainstorming. Got, I don't know, a couple of ideas, nothing really concrete yet. But if you guys have any sort of ideas, please let me know, because I could use all the help I can get on this, because I've never, ever made a show before. It should be fun. I'm always open to new things. I think that's what it takes to ultimately keep this whole thing fun and exciting. But as of now, I mean, I'm kind of drawing a blank. So if you guys have any ideas, please feel free to let me know. I would definitely appreciate that. And also, on the note of Machinima Respawn, I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about this now, but what they are doing is that they are selecting some older, more they call them veteran directors, people who've been around for a long time on Respawn, to be able to exclusively upload a couple of Black Ops commentaries to Respawn. And I'm going to be a part of that. I'm very excited about that, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. And also, it should provide a good opportunity for this channel to get going once again. Because while, like I said before, it's not about the views, I still like to grow the community, because at the end of the day, I upload these videos to entertain people and to provide content that people like to see. And the more people I get to entertain, the better, right? So, lots to look forward to with Black Ops 2. I think this is a good time for us all. If you like my content, of course. I hope you do. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it on that note. Thank you guys for all the support. It really does mean a lot to me. And I'll certainly see you guys later.